The semiconductor industry is facing a crisis unlike anything we've ever seen before, and if you own a smartphone, use the internet, or have money in the stock market, this story affects you directly. Bernstein, one of Wall Street's most respected research firms, has just dropped a bombshell analysis that is sending shockwaves through the technology sector. Their analysts are sounding the alarm. Artificial intelligence agents are consuming computing power at such a ferocious, unprecedented rate that chip demand has essentially gone off the charts, and here's the terrifying part: supply simply cannot keep up. Let's break down exactly what's happening here, because this is not just another tech headline. This is a fundamental shift in the global economic landscape. AI agents, and we're not talking about simple chatbots here, we're talking about autonomous artificial intelligence systems that can independently plan, reason, make decisions, and execute complex multi-step tasks without constant human intervention. These agents are being deployed across finance, healthcare, logistics, customer service, legal industries, you name it. And each one of these agents requires enormous, continuous computational horsepower to operate. Here's where the numbers become genuinely staggering. Traditional AI applications, your standard language model answering a question, already demanded extraordinary chip resources. But AI agents operate on an entirely different level. They run persistent processes, they communicate with other AI systems, they pull data in real time, and they iterate constantly. Bernstein's analysts have concluded that the computational demands from agentic AI workflows are multiplying chip requirements by factors that the industry was simply not prepared for, and that supply chains built even 2 years ago are already dangerously obsolete. Now think about who sits at the very center of this storm. NVIDIA. The graphics processing unit giant has essentially become the backbone of the entire AI revolution. Their H100 and the newer Blackwell series chips are the hottest commodities on planet Earth right now, more sought after than oil, arguably more strategically valuable than gold. Data centers operated by Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta are placing orders so large and so far in advance that delivery timelines are stretching into years, not months. Years. And the ripple effects are enormous. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company TSMC, the world's most critical chip manufacturer, is running its most advanced fabrication facilities at absolute maximum capacity. There are only so many extreme ultraviolet lithography machines on the planet, built by the Dutch company ASML, and those machines cost upwards of $350 million each and take years to manufacture and install. You cannot simply flip a switch and produce more of them overnight. Bernstein's analysts are specifically flagging this supply-demand mismatch as one of the most consequential bottlenecks in modern technological history. They're warning investors that companies failing to secure chip access early are going to find themselves locked out of the AI agent revolution, entirely unable to compete, unable to scale, unable to survive in industries where AI-powered competitors are operating at speeds and efficiencies that human-only operations cannot match. The geopolitical dimension makes this even more explosive. The United States has imposed strict export controls on advanced chips destined for China, which means the global supply of cutting-edge semiconductors is being rationed and politicized simultaneously. Every chip that gets restricted from one market tightens the supply squeeze in another. And here is what Bernstein is essentially telling the world: we are only at the very beginning of the agentic AI wave. The demand we're seeing today is a fraction of what's coming as these systems become more sophisticated, more widespread, and more deeply embedded into the global economy. So here's the question that should keep every CEO, every investor, and every government policymaker wide awake tonight. In a world where artificial intelligence is the new electricity, what happens to everyone who can't get enough of the power?